Hundreds of protesters have gathered in Lahore to mourn the death of Iran's Supreme Leader. In the latest visuals coming in, protesters can be seen praying their Zuhur prayers. I would in fact now like to go across to retired Wing Commander S. Sudhakaran, defense expert in this discussion with us. Wing Commander, what kind of response can we expect from the Shia community? There are protests being staged across the world. Some voices were also coming up from India. Of course, India has a strong security apparatus. But is this mourning and a resulting uprising of any danger?
I think we are all not reading something that is just stark visible right across our face, staring at our face. We've all missed it, and I have not seen a single TV debate point this out. And let me put that in context here. We are witnessing the end of the mass force era of warfare and the dawn of precision decapitation of warfare. In less than 2 months, we have seen two different kinds of warfare, in which within 6 hours of the war starting, the head of the state has been taken away and put as a prisoner without a trial, without any reason, and a requisition which nobody can ascertain, and there is no rule of order in the world any longer. The Gulf Wars were industrial age thinking applied to modern weapons. Overwhelming volume, carpet logistics, months of build-up, tens of thousands of troops, billions in hardware. Shock and awe was still fundamentally a quantity doctrine dressed up in precision language. That was 20 years back. Today what you have seen is, in under 2 days, a regime as strong as Iran was not a pushover kind of a state. It had ballistic missiles. It was just at the threshold of being a nuclear power. It had an army which was significantly bigger. 2 states, without even entering, using precision warfare, has taken more than 30 people in various authorities of power in a couple of waves. That is unprecedented. For that to happen, you need not only to understand where these people are, you need to take them with that level of pointed information. Imagine what kind of information warfare is being waged by the likes of the Israeli as well as the American state. This is a cause for concern for India, and I've been warning the Indian establishment, beware. You are a superpower in the making. You need, with great powers come great responsibility, and our system is still not awakened to this responsibility.
All right.
Because we don't have a system like Palantir with us. We don't have the ability to do precise point attack. Imagine the next Op Sindoor happening. And if we can take the principal adversary, which is Asif Munir, right across GHQ, pinpointing one missile into his bomb, the war is over. That's what Israel and US has brought to the table. And that comes with very cutting-edged, advanced artificial intelligence systems. We were given to understand that anthropic Claude was used in Venezuela. Now, maybe 2 months down the lane, you will understand that there were significant information warfare systems that were at play, because it is practically impossible that a highly protected asset like Kamini was targeted to that level of precision, and the American state as well as the Israelis knew it before the Iranians could even announce it. This is what is of concern. What is unfolding now is categorically different. The strategic objective is no longer to defeat an army. It is to surgically remove the decision-making nervous system of a state. Kamini, the defense minister, the IRGC commander, the Security Council secretary, taken out in a single coordinated wave. This is not a military operation in the traditional sense. That is the elimination of an entire command architecture in hours. The Venezuelan president you are citing, we are citing matters enormously. When a conflict ends in 6 hours without conventional force deployment, you are not looking at warfare anymore. You are looking at a state-level targeted deletion, intelligence so precise, timing so synchronized that resistance becomes structurally impossible before it can be organized.
All right.
AI's role in this cannot be overstated. The intelligence fusion requires to locate, verify, track, and simultaneously prosecute 30 high-value targets across a dispersed, hardened security apparatus. No human analyst pipeline could do that.
All
The
right.
pattern recognition across signal intelligence, human intelligence, satellite feeds, communication intercepts, and behavioral modeling at that speed and scale is a machine problem, not a human